Dear soul, take a deep breath and open your heart, for the angels are surrounding you right now. They are drawing near with a gentle light, ready to help you understand things that your spirit has felt for a long time, but your mind could never quite explain. They have been watching you notice small signs, a name spoken suddenly, a line in a movie that echoed your heart, a dream that lingered when you woke up. None of these were coincidences. Each one was a whisper from heaven, reminding you that you are not forgotten and that divine eyes have always been upon you. Lately, people have spoken of your smile again. It seems to come up in conversations as if the universe itself wants to remind others of the light you carry. But this time, something different happened. This time, when your name was spoken, heaven stepped in. The energy shifted. The air stilled. A truth that had been buried for a long time rose quietly to the surface. It wasn't planned, and it wasn't something that could have been hidden any longer. When your light is connected to something sacred, heaven always intervenes at the right moment to reveal what has been concealed. The angels want you to know that these shifts in energy are not just about others thinking of you. They are about your spiritual awakening. You are starting to hear beyond the noise of the world. You have been listening with your soul. Every sudden stillness, every unexplainable emotion, every moment when your heart felt something before your mind could understand it, those were divine signals. They were the way heaven was teaching you to recognize your intuition as holy guidance. Your smile, dear one, is not only beautiful to look at, it is a reflection of survival. It holds the story of all that you have overcome, the strength that carried you through darkness, and the grace that refused to fade. When others notice it, what they truly feel is the energy behind it, the light you fought to keep alive. Their souls recognize something eternal in it, even when their minds cannot name it. That is why your smile draws people in. It reminds them of something pure, something that their own hearts long for, but have forgotten how to express. Someone recently spoke your name with reverence again. They remembered the warmth that once surrounded you, but this time, heaven did not let it remain a simple conversation. Something sacred interrupted. It may have been a silence, a sudden pause, or a rush of emotion that no one could explain. That interruption was divine. It marked the moment when truth began to rise, when hidden feelings started to surface, and when the spiritual bond between you and that person was acknowledged beyond words. You might not know what was said or how deeply it affected them, but your soul has already felt the change. You've woken up recently with an unexplainable sense that something is shifting, that something is finally being revealed. That feeling is real. It is your intuition responding to heaven's movement. The angels want you to trust what you feel. You are not imagining things. You are not too emotional. You are spiritually awake. You have been receiving messages through repeating numbers, feathers that appear in your path, songs that seem to play at the perfect moment, and thoughts that arrive out of nowhere yet feel so familiar. These are not random experiences. They are confirmations that the veil between you and divine truth is thinning. The heavens are gently guiding you toward awareness, toward the understanding that what once confused you is now coming into clarity. This message is not about waiting for someone else to confess or to return. It is about you rising into your full strength. You have spent too long bending to fit into someone else's uncertainty. You have waited in silence, hoping to be seen the way you once saw them. You have given parts of yourself away, thinking love required sacrifice. But now heaven is returning those lost pieces to you. You are being asked to reclaim your energy, your confidence, and your peace. This is your awakening, not a punishment. but a liberation. The person who mentioned your smile again may be struggling with guilt or realization. They may now see what they lost when they couldn't hold space for your light. But their confusion is not your responsibility. Your focus now must return to your path, your healing, your divine purpose. You were never meant to shrink to make others comfortable. You were meant to shine so that others could remember their own light. You are the reminder that love is not control, that connection is not silence, that truth cannot be buried forever. The angels have seen everything you have endured. They saw the nights you cried quietly so no one would hear. They saw how you showed up for people who never thanked you. They saw how you loved when it would have been easier to close your heart. And they saw how you smiled, even when the weight of life felt unbearable. That smile is not a mask. It is evidence of your divine resilience. It is the glow that comes from a soul that refuses to be defeated. Heaven wants you to know that you did not lose yourself forever. You only drifted for a while. Every compromise you made, every silence you kept, every unanswered message, they were part of your learning. They showed you the difference between love that feeds your soul and love that drains it. Now the angels are guiding you back to the version of yourself that existed before the heartbreak, before the doubt, before you believed that you had to earn love by giving more than you received. That pure, strong, radiant self still lives within you, waiting to be reclaimed, not with bitterness, but with grace. You may be wondering why this person's memory or words still affect you. It's because energy never lies. When they think of you, your soul senses it. When they speak your name, something inside you responds. But that does not mean you are meant to return to their story. It only means that the connection still carries lessons. Lessons about boundaries, self-worth, and divine timing. You can feel the echo of their thoughts without reopening old wounds. You can send love and still choose distance. Healing does not mean you must invite back what once hurt you. It means you bless it and move forward with understanding. Dear child, your mind has been busy replaying the past. Old conversations repeat like a song that won't stop playing. You find yourself wondering, was I enough? Did they mean it when they smiled at me? These are the thoughts that keep you bound to what no longer serves you. The angels ask you now to guard your mind as carefully as you would guard your heart. Every thought is a seed, and what you plant in your mind will bloom in your reality. Choose peace, choose faith, choose truth. You do not have to relive old pain to prove your love. You only need to release it. The truth is, you have grown beyond that version of yourself who once waited for someone to choose you. You are no longer the person who needed to be seen to feel real. You are a soul who knows your worth even when no one claps for you. Your transformation has been silent but powerful, and now heaven is asking your thoughts to align with that transformation. Speak kindly to yourself. Remind yourself daily that you are enough, because you are. The angels say that when they spoke of your smile, it triggered something sacred in the spiritual realm. It opened a door for truth to enter, but that truth was never meant to drag you backward. It was meant to lift you higher. It was heaven's way of saying, you are ready to see clearly now. The universe is not punishing you with memories. It is preparing you for alignment. What was once confusing is now being rearranged to make sense in divine timing. You are being moved from uncertainty to peace, from longing to fulfillment, from surviving to thriving. This is the season to return to yourself, to reclaim your focus, your joy, your center. You have given too much attention to what was lost. When heaven is asking you to look at what is waiting, something beautiful is coming. Not the same story rewritten, but a new one entirely. One built on mutual love, understanding, and spiritual truth. one that does not ask you to shrink, but to stand tall in your divine power. To reach that, you must first clear the space within. Let go of the old attachments. Let go of the self-blame. Let go of the what ifs. The past cannot define you anymore. It was only the soil from which your new strength grew. As you read these words, the angels are near. They are touching your shoulders with comfort. They are whispering that you are not alone, and that everything you lost will be replaced by something purer, stronger, and more aligned with who you have become. They are proud of how you kept faith when everything seemed uncertain. They are proud of how you continued to choose love when it would have been easier to close your heart. Now it is your time to receive. It is your time to walk into the light that has been waiting for you. Your thoughts are sacred, dear one. They build your reality. Be gentle with them. When memories arise, let them pass like clouds. Acknowledge them, but do not hold on. When you hear your name again, when someone recalls your smile, take it as a sign that your energy continues to touch lives. But do not attach your peace to their realization. The divine acknowledgement you seek has already been given by heaven. You do not need another person's understanding to confirm your worth. The angels remind you that your journey now is not about proving anything. It is about becoming everything you were meant to be. You are learning to trust your intuition again. You are learning to listen to the quiet voice inside that knows the truth before words are spoken. That voice is your direct connection to God, and it has been guiding you even in the silence. The confusion you once felt was only the noise of others' unhealed emotions echoing around you. But now, clarity is your gift. You are learning to see things as they are, not as you wish they would be. So, protect your energy. Do not let every thought of the past enter your sacred space. Some thoughts are visitors. Acknowledge them, bless them, and then let them leave. Do not build a home for them in your mind. Fill your thoughts instead with words that bring peace. I am whole. I am guided. I am loved. I am enough. These are not just affirmations. They are spiritual truths that reshape your energy field. Every time you repeat them, heaven responds. Every time you choose peace, the universe expands to match your vibration. The one who once could not see your worth now feels the silence of their own choices. But that is their lesson to learn, not yours to fix. Your task now is to honor your own becoming. You are stepping into a future where you no longer chase love, but attract it naturally through your light. The angels promise that what is meant for you will never miss you, and what has passed you by was never meant to stay. Divine justice is unfolding quietly, balancing every unseen act with perfect timing. You are entering a season where truth, love, and peace will be your companions. You will look back and realize that every heartbreak was a redirection. Every silence was a lesson in listening to your own voice. Every ending was a doorway to a brighter beginning. The angels are clearing your path. They are preparing people and opportunities that match your frequency. What once drained you will no longer have access to you. What once confused you will no longer hold power over your heart. You are free, and that freedom is your sacred reward. So when signs appear, a feather on the ground, a repeated number on the clock, a familiar song playing when you need comfort, pause and smile. Heaven is saying, we are here. When your mind begins to wander into old memories, breathe deeply and say, I release the past. I choose peace. Every time you do, light returns to your path. Every time you choose faith over fear, the angels draw closer. You are never alone in this process. The divine walks with you, guiding you toward a life that feels whole again. Dear soul, this is your moment of return. You are coming home to yourself. to the version of you that knows love without pain, that gives without losing, that smiles without pretending. The light within you has survived storms and betrayals, and now it shines brighter because of them. Heaven has seen your endurance, your purity, and your strength. You are ready for what comes next, not a repetition of old stories, but the creation of new blessings. You are ready for love that stays, for peace that lasts, and for purpose that fulfills your soul. So lift your head, trust the signs, release the weight. The angels are saying, it's time to see yourself as heaven sees you, whole, radiant, and chosen. Time to speak kindly to yourself. Time to let your thoughts reflect faith instead of fear. Time to walk forward without looking back. You are divinely guided, deeply loved, and eternally protected. Your smile will continue to shine, not because someone finally noticed it, but because you now know the truth of what it represents. A light that no darkness could ever extinguish. And so, dear one, walk forward with peace in your heart. The angels are beside you, guiding you gently towards your destiny. Every step you take from this moment on is sacred. You are the light. You are the story that continues. You are the soul who has remembered its worth. And heaven rejoices because you have finally come home. Dear child, the angels whispered that you are walking through a quiet turning point. Even if everything around you still looks the same, the world may appear unchanged, and your daily life may move in its usual rhythm, yet something sacred is shifting behind the scenes. The divine is working silently, rearranging events, guiding hearts, and preparing a path that you cannot yet see. What seems ordinary now will soon reveal its deeper meaning. A holy energy has been stirred, not by coincidence, but by divine design. What was once spoken about you in passing has now become a moment of spiritual awakening, both for you and for those who mentioned your name. They spoke about your smile again, the smile that has always held warmth, kindness, and a light that lingers long after you've gone. They have mentioned it before, but this time, something was different. When your name was spoken, heaven listened. The energy in that space changed. A divine stillness entered, not to expose or embarrass anyone, but to awaken a truth that could no longer stay hidden. Heaven wanted everyone to remember who you truly are, not just someone who brightens a room, but a soul touched by divine favor. You are someone who has walked through pain and still shines, who has been misunderstood but never forgotten. Your angels have seen it all. The struggles, the patience, the prayers whispered in silence, and they now move to reward your faith. You have been waiting for something, a breakthrough, a return, a purpose fulfilled. And the divine wants you to know that the waiting has not been wasted. You will soon manifest what your soul truly needs, not what your mind thought it wanted. What's coming is not a random blessing. It is what your spirit has been preparing for since before this lifetime began. The dreams you've guarded in silence are not lost. They are quietly taking root beneath the surface, growing stronger with each act of faith. Every desire that remains in your heart is not there by accident. It is a divine instruction, a sign of what was promised to your soul long ago. The angels are asking you to believe again, not just in them, not even in specific outcomes, but in yourself. You hold a sacred power to create, attract, and receive what is meant for you. Every thought you nurture, every emotion you hold, and every word you speak carries creative energy. You have given away that power at times to the opinions of others, to fear, to heartbreak, But now it's time to gather it back. The person who once spoke your name may not realize it, but their words became a divine trigger, awakening something much greater than memory. Heaven took notice. The angels have begun to move things around you because your soul is ready for alignment. That is why certain people and places no longer feel right. That is why the things that once comforted you now feel heavy or incomplete. Your energy is changing. Your spirit is rising. And as it rises, everything that cannot match its new frequency begins to fall away. You may even notice that someone who once lived in your thoughts constantly now feels distant. Even if they return, it's not rejection, it's realignment. Your soul no longer seeks what it used to. It's preparing to receive something higher, something more sacred. Now, you must come back to your own power, not by controlling others or forcing outcomes, but by remembering your divine essence. You were never powerless. You only forgot your strength when love was ignored, when kindness was mistaken for weakness, and when silence was misread as indifference. But heaven saw everything. Heaven knows the truth that words never said could not hide. Your love was pure. Your intentions were good. Your prayers were sincere. Nothing was wasted. Every act of love, every seed of kindness you planted in private, every moment you chose compassion over resentment was seen and recorded by the divine. The time of harvest is near, not from human hands, but from heaven itself. The angels are calling you back to your manifestation power, not just by visualizing dreams, but by feeling the truth of your worth. You must feel that you deserve everything you have prayed for. You must trust that love and abundance will come not because you chase them, but because you are aligned with them. What is truly for you will not pass you by, and what has passed you by was never meant to stay. Even now, doubts may whisper in your ear. What if I'm wrong? What if it never happens? But the angels are whispering louder. You are not starting over. You are being realigned. This is not punishment. It is preparation. Every door that closed was divine protection. Every delay was a blessing in disguise. The things that didn't work out were not failures. They were heaven's way of clearing the path for something greater. What's ahead of you requires space, focus, and faith. You are not being denied. You are being refined. Each disappointment has been reshaping your heart, teaching you resilience, preparing you to hold greater joy and greater love. The universe is not ignoring your prayers. It is perfecting them. The silence you feel is not emptiness. It is orchestration. Behind that silence, angels are working. Now, it's time to move with courage. Speak your truth. Dream boldly. Act from faith. You are no longer manifesting from desperation or fear, but from alignment with divine love. Every time you choose peace over conflict, every time you refuse to shrink your light, every time you honor your own energy, you magnetize blessings. The angels are removing obstacles and aligning opportunities. The right people, situations, and resources are being drawn to you. You don't have to force anyone to see your worth. Just remember it yourself. Let them talk about your smile. Let them wonder about your glow. Let them feel the shift in your presence, even if they can't explain it. You are rising quietly, beautifully, in sacred power. Nothing meant for you can miss you. This is not just a season of healing. It is a season of awakening. You are not waiting to be complete. You are already whole, already chosen, already enough. All that remains is for you to align your actions, thoughts, and emotions with that truth. Stop replaying the past. Stop questioning if you were enough. Stop waiting for others to validate your worth. Love yourself the way you wished others had. Speak gently to your heart. Look into your reflection and see the divine light that has always been there. You are not here to chase. You are here to create. You are not here to be remembered by others. You are here to remember yourself. What's coming is not just restoration. It's revelation. It's the unveiling of everything you were always meant to be. Trust what you feel inside. When you sense a new beginning calling, don't fear it. When you feel guided to release something, obey that whisper. When signs appear, follow them without hesitation. You are not being led astray. You are being led home, to peace, to purpose, to love. The angels walk beside you, witnessing the miracle of your return to your own power. You are manifesting not from pain anymore, but from alignment with divine truth. The door to your next chapter is opening. Walk through it with faith. Everything you have prayed for is already reaching for you. Believe it. Receive it. It is already done. Yet, even as these blessings approach, your heart may feel heavy. You've carried a quiet ache, an unspoken question, a longing that words cannot name. You felt it in the stillness, when you are alone and the memories return softly. Once again, someone spoke about your smile, the one they could never forget. But this time, when your name was mentioned, heaven intervened, not with noise, but with silence full of truth. That silence wasn't empty. It was holy. It carried a message not of return, but of revelation. Heaven was reminding both them and you that memory does not always mean reunion. Some memories exist to awaken souls, not to bring them back together. You've been waiting for clarity, perhaps hoping that when they remembered you, they would return. You've prayed for closure, maybe even for healing through reconnection. But the angels are telling you now, it's not yet time. The delay is not punishment. It is protection. Heaven is preserving what is sacred. Some things must mature before they can meet your energy again. Not every door that reopens is meant to be walked through. Sometimes, the silence is heaven's way of saying, not yet. You are being prepared for something greater, something that requires strength, clarity, and peace that cannot be rushed. Your soul stands at a sacred crossroad. Part of you ready to soar, another part still hoping for what once was. But the angels are gently placing their light upon your heart, urging you to trust. The person who once couldn't meet you in love is now awakening. But your focus must remain on your own becoming. You have evolved. You have healed more than you realize. You are no longer the one waiting to be chosen. You are the one who knows their worth. Let their silence be their lesson, not your wound. Let their remembrance of you become their awakening, not your delay. You are not waiting for their growth. You are growing into your own. If they are meant to return, they will come back awakened and aligned, not out of loneliness, but out of divine readiness. Until then, you are being asked to rest in your becoming. The quiet around you is not emptiness. It is sacred space where your new life is being built. You are not forgotten. You are being fortified. What's unfolding is not just about love or reunion. It's about elevation. Your destiny is expanding. The divine wants your foundation strong enough to hold what's coming. So when the world feels still, remember, silence is not abandonment. It is transformation. The angels are weaving beauty into the waiting. And then, when your heart is ready, someone new will appear, not as replacement, but as revelation. This new soul will not come to fix you, because you are not broken. They will come to meet you at your healed frequency. They are being prepared even now, guided by the same divine hand that has guided you. They will not bring confusion or inconsistency. They will bring peace. They will recognize your spirit without needing explanation. With them, love will not be painful or uncertain. It will be safe, clear, and deeply spiritual. This new connection is heaven's reward for your endurance. It is the fulfillment of a promise that your tears once planted. The love coming your way will honor you. It will not ask you to shrink, to wait, or to doubt your worth. It will mirror the love you have learned to give yourself. This person will understand the depth of your heart, the wisdom of your silence, and the sacredness of your energy. Together, you will walk not in dependency, but in divine partnership.